G'day friends, welcome to a page in 10. I'm going to be using my Collage Club sheets from October 2021. I almost said 2011 then. Wow, could you imagine? I'd go back, I'd try a few things differently. Okay, this is going to be the image we're going to use. I'm just going to set it up and we're going to try and make a three-headed monster. Let's go and put the timer on. Set timer for 10 minutes. Okay. It is raining outside and it smells divine. I can smell the earth. So I only need the heads for this. Sometimes if I'm going to like kind of harvest little bits and pieces, I will cut it out before I peel it off. But to be honest, I think I can just like peel off the heads and kind of rip it a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'll use the scissors just here because I do want to keep their bodies just in case I want to use the bodies for something else. I could just consolidate them all to one body. I don't know. We might play a little bit. This is printed on matte photo sticker paper, so it's going to be a little sticky in my hands whilst I cut, but it's okay because I'm just going to cut these out and then I'll stick one over here. I'm just going to hold them for a minute because I don't know what I want to put them on. I'm slightly cutting under their jaw. If you cut right up to it, sometimes it can be a little tricky to blend. Oh, she's missing a part of her head. I should have checked that. It's okay. We'll figure it out. So just around the ear, under the jaw. It's very like the, in Harry Potter there's that three-headed dog, right? But we're not doing a dog, we're gonna do something. I've got lots of little bodies to choose from. Oh, I could almost have them coming out of the teacups, I wonder. That's fun. Let's do that instead. I'm going to peel this off. When I want something to pop out of a teacup, hopefully this will work. I usually cut it so that you can only see this, this front part, but because it's a head, we might be able to angle it so it looks like it's just coming out. You know what? I am going to cut off the bit of that jaw now. I'm just going to slightly round cut under her lips so that I can match that line, that slight rounded line, to the front brim of that teacup. Now this is a sticker too, so I can just use that. There's 3 little teacups, so I can use one for each. Again, just a slightly rounded line. Lucky I've got these clips here. If you're wondering where my clips come from, they are from Tokyo Disney. Actually, they're from the Japanese Disney store. What is it called? Disney Store Japan. And they're called Bread and Butterfly clips from Alice in Wonderland. But I do have another set that's from Disney Sea. I get them from a place on Instagram called US Shopping SOS. I think they might be sold out of these now. I do have a few friends online that do have the same clips as me, and I love to pretend that we've all gone on a trip to Japan together, even though we haven't, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just where I get those clips from, and I love them. I need to put little bodies on or like set these up in some kind of way. I mean, should I just use this? Ugh, everything's sticky. Should I just use this big teapot? I think I will, why not? Get it on there. I try not to think too much with these, to be honest, because it's about getting yourself moving and having fun, and there's no expectation, so if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Maybe I'll go over this middle of the page. That's fun. You don't want to do that too often, though, because you'll bulk up your book. If a lot of it's in the middle, puts a lot more pressure on the stitching. I'm just going to chop off that little tiny bit at the top. And I might put, she's got that chunk out of her head, so I'm going to try and wedge that off to the side. And then I'm going to put her right in here. And she can be, yeah, let's do that here. Now to add a bit of a table, I'm going to go just behind this first teacup here, and I'm slightly rounding like a big rainbow, kind of like a hill shape. I'm just going to round that off down to the edge here. You want it to go behind all of the teacups. Then it'll look like this is all sitting on the corner of a table. I'm just going to move those up there. I might grab a purple Tombow marker. Just a light purple to kind of match all of this. And I'm going to do, I really want to do like a big, like it's coffee or tea or something, spilling the tea. I just want to make flourishes. So it's kind of magical tea. Everything kind of gets thinner as it comes back to the spout, and then you just open it up into a big oval shape. They're not going to be the neatest all the time, but you win some, you lose some, honestly. I might put the purple on this table as well. You can just run it over a lot of those stickers as well, because they're pretty purple, it'll blend in. I'm going to run that same rainbow shape, like train tracks, until I get to the edge of the page. And then I'm going to do it vertically as well, so it looks like gingham or checkerboard. I'm just going to go up and down. We don't need to focus on perspective. Today's not about learning. I mean, you might learn something, but it's certainly not an exercise for theory, I'll tell you that much. There you go. And maybe I'll just put a quote over here, spill the tea. So original. For those of you who don't know, spill the tea is like tell us what's going on. Like, give us the gossip. What's the 411? Spill the truth. Spill the tea. And its roots are in drag culture. I don't do drag myself, but I have a fierce admiration for drag culture, drag history, and drag queens. I think they're some of the most creative people on the planet. So not only can they create their wigs and their makeup and their look, their aesthetic, their clothes, their shoes. I mean, they'll rhinestone everything, but they also create a complete character, like a personality that they can live as at night. And I think that's fascinating. I've heard a lot of drag queens and drag artists say that the character they created in drag helped them kind of address parts of their real life that they felt like they didn't feel so confident at. And I really like that idea. I'm going to put this black brush pen around our little flourishes as well. The tea. And if you wanted to, you could journal what the tea is inside these little flourishes, these little tea spills. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want you to know all my tea. We could make it up. Let's just do some that I think are funny. I'm going to grab a smaller pen. Where is that? I want a smaller one. Here. I heard she does car commercials in Japan. Clock that reference. I heard she does car commercials in Japan. That is from Mean Girls. What's some more tea? You know what? I'm just going to let that be for now. I'm going to run a scribbly line right next to the perimeter of all of this lettering. My big lettering trick is actually just to get big markers, like get a dot marker, do your lettering with that, get a Tombow marker, do your lettering with that, and then outline it. Because all the letters are there, you actually don't have to worry about bubble lettering. You just make the inside first and then outline it all. And then I decorate the letters. So sometimes I put a pattern in there, sometimes I put a little shadow on the edge. Actually, that pen I got from an Art Snacks box. I really like this one. I forgot what it's called though. It is a Tombow. I think it's a Fudenosuke. It's got a grey on one side, so I can add the shadows. And my lettering, there's no like skill or style to it. It's just the way that I would write letters anyway. And I try and alternate the size and the skew. I tried lettering before. It really wasn't for me. It was not the T. That's more T. He hates lettering. Oh, you know who my journal girls out there, my planner gals? Y'all have T. Y'all are the T community. He hates lettering. I'm gonna put that double line of scribble in there as well. Oh, we are finished. I was just gabbing away. I didn't realize we were at the end. There we go. So these are our little teacups with our little ladies in them. I mean, they look like the type to spill a whole lot of tea, right? Feel free to go and add your little shady truths in there. Don't share them if they're going to get you in trouble, but you know I'm curious. Yeah, tag me in it. I'll enjoy it. Anyway, this is our little page for a page in 10. I'm going to do one more using the collage sheets, and then I'll probably return back to the original format where we just don't really need much else. Well, we won't need the collage sheets. You know me. I might bring in post-it notes or something. But this has been this. I'll see you again in another video really soon. Until then, bye.